Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to be removing this paneling from the walls. Yeah, 1985 paneling. We had thought about keeping it and just painting it, but we have since decided that we think that we would just, because really that would be the only area left that would have paneling. So we have decided now we're going to go ahead and remove it and put drywall up. We have to frame in that door for the closet. Like this bedroom, it'll just be a small door, and that's all you need for a closet, but we're going to make them look the same. So all of this, the sliding doors, the paneling, of course the little strips and the trim at the top, all of that needs to come out. And that's what I'm going to be working on. Joe is outside doing a few things, and then he will probably be coming in to help me. That's on the agenda for today. Thanks for coming along. I found some of the needed tools, got my gloves, so hopefully I won't get splinters. And I think I'm ready to tear into something. Demo day. I got the doors removed, and the paneling on this wall is cleared off. This piece of paneling is behind this wall, and it is kind of behind the ceiling sheetrock, and I don't want to tear anything up, so I'm going to see what Joe suggests to do to get that out. So now I'm just going to take down the trim, the remainder of the trim, and these things. Okay, I got the crown molding off all the way around. Crown molding's gone, and the strips are gone. So now I've asked Joe what we can do with this piece of paneling. And what does Joe say? What's your verdict?
Well, I'm gonna cut it here and just take it out of there, completely out, and then we'll put some nailers in here behind this because it doesn't have any, it's soft there to put sheetrock. So we'll just take it out, all the way out, and we can put some nailers in. And then we'll fur this side of the wall out an inch.
Okay.
So
this wall doesn't have to be messed with?
No, it doesn't have to be furred out, it'll be all right.
Okay.
So when we built the closet in there, we put a plug-in in, and rather than running a wire from somewhere way off, this is a dedicated line to the dryer, and this is a dedicated line to the washer, so I didn't want to mess with those, and I just wanted to plug over here on a 15 amp breaker, so I reached in this wall and hooked that down in there so we could, when we done this room, we could get to it, because when I done it, there was a whole bunch of stuff piled here I didn't want to move. So I took the lazy way out that day, but anyhow, it's there and we can fix it at any time. So,
and we furred that wall out.
yeah, by 4 inches, so this is a 7-inch wall actually.
Yeah, in order to get our stuff down through the floor.
Had to get all the plumbing in there. All right, well, I'm gonna cut this down the middle, right across here probably, and then that way we can work the bottom out and hopefully work the top out of up there, work it back and forth. That's the plan. There is a board right there where we need it, but it's keeping me from cutting that all the way. That's not even fair. Got kind of rough on my bit right there.
Uh-oh. I was gonna say, you hit something?
A nail.
Yay!
Why? That does not want to cooperate.
There, you're getting it. Now.
There. There.
Now.
Now, brown cow. There. That's in there quicker than a dog's hind leg.
This one too.
What up
see it?
with that?
And I don't know what that black stuff is up there, but yeah, that's not even in there or something. I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay. Well, it wasn't necessary. Maybe it was to hold those doors or something. There wasn't anything attached to it. That's a little strange.
It was there to pull this into this wall here, I guess, but they missed it, so it was not doing anything. And it's going to continue not doing anything.
Okay, we're gonna get at something else.
Take this out.
Thanks for taking care of that.
You're welcome.
He decided to do this too. Bless his heart.
I got my lid back on now. Can't see my ugly mud that way as much. That makes me think of me and my brother changing the motor in one of my dad's trucks one time. Brother was in a hurry to get it out of there, so he just started popping bolts off everywhere with the air gun. And there was bolts flying everywhere. We didn't keep track of them.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. You were in trouble. Somebody was in trouble.
Yeah. Well, it was us.
Both of you together.
Probably. Because I didn't have a good excuse, because he would have said, well, why wasn't you collecting them?
Well, yeah.
It wasn't that somebody else was doing something they shouldn't do, is what could you have done to make it better? That was my dad's reason.
Uh-huh.
Working on the same truck, we was putting it back together, me and my same brother. And we got into it a ways, and we was young, really young. And I probably didn't have a license at that time. He probably did, but Dad turned us loose on it. But we got to a point we wasn't sure what to do, so we just stopped. and quit and went and who knows what we was doing. Probably something useless. At least it was to my dad, because his words were, you could have done all this other stuff. There was a ton of stuff to do on it. We just got stopped on maybe a manifold or something we didn't have. But there's a ton of other stuff to do to hook the engine up. And we took it from a 350 Chevy to a 454 Chevy in a 1-ton truck that he had. So there was some changes. Things needed changed around, but anyway, he was not happy with us because we didn't do everything that we could do before we quit.
And
anyway,
you haven't forgotten that lesson though, have you?
No, I haven't, because when I get to something I don't know, I just do everything around it that I do know how to do. And a lot of times the rest of it just falls into place. So, anyway, he wasn't happy about it though. He didn't have to be so rude with us.
Is that the actual point you're getting?
He was rude. I think that's a few more dads need to be rude with some teenage boys.
Well, true.
Probably. Now, my dad could be really rude. You might just get a boot in the rear end. If you're lucky, that might be all you got.
Yeah.
He's good though. He could do most anything.
Yep.
And did.
And pass the skill on to you and your brothers. So.
Well, I didn't pick it up very easy. I'm not a good learner.
Yes, you are.
If I can get sidetracked doing something else. Especially when I was a teenager.
You do good. You're great at everything you do.
There.
Yay! That's all gone. This is all gone. Whoa.
We're about done with everything that's got to come out of this house.
Yes. I think that was the last thing other than the sheetrock on the sheetrock in here.
So
we'll be taking it out.
we wasn't going to originally because this stuff just goes to the dump. A lot of it, by the time we take it down and everything, we could have patched this up and used it. Other than we're going to be patching all the way across the bottom around this, and then this isn't exactly right through here where these two lines meet.
Where the marriage line is.
I call it a divorce line on most of them because they can come back apart, but this is a true marriage line because it's not coming apart anymore.
No.
So anyway, it's about a 1/4 inch off, and that was going to be a whoop-de-doo there if we didn't take that off.
And you would be able to see it coming in
so
the door.
We're going to do something to make that, it might be a little more gradual or something, but we're not going to have two pieces meeting there that we have to tape and try to finish right here. It's going to be long sheets that cover this. So I think it'll be fine. It'll make it look better.
It will.
And sheetrock isn't that expensive. It's just the thought of taking that much stuff and putting it in the dump that
that's
was
the
not
bad
a
part.
big point to it. So
That's the bad part. I kind of wish that it would have went. If it would have went all the way down to the floor, we definitely wouldn't have done that. We would have
we would have used it.
But okay, that's that. That might be the piece you want to keep for in there.
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
It's a keeper. But it needs to go all the way in there. Okay, so we got this wall stripped down, all the sheetrock off of it. Then back here, by the way, if you've seen this off and on and wondered what it is, it's a good explanation for that. What was it, Lisa, that we built there? Was it
A ramp.
a ramp? I wasn't sure if it was a ramp or a bridge for a 3-year-old grandson that was here every now and then. So he wanted a ramp, so to ride a tricycle over. So that's what we done.
Do you want to try your tricycle?
Yeah.
Try your tricycle? You're going to go back over it. Cool. Perfect.
Pretty good.
Perfect ramp. Yep, it'll stay there for you. Well, I don't know about forever.
So this room is done. Lisa got it all stripped out and it's ready to be cleaned up and sheetrock hung, that enclosed. So this is the back of the house. The front actually looks out over the woods. This is off. We're going to bring that, put sheetrock on it, and we still have to take this off, but got the door out. That's it. So are we done?
We're done.
We're done for the day.
Yep, I think so. That's what we did for today.
That's what we did for the day.
Yep.
I'm going to go clear a little brush maybe with the machine, and I don't know what you're going to do.
I'm gonna do a little more cleaning. I'm gonna take some stuff to the basement.
So more cleanup, but
Yeah.
anyway, we're calling it good on this video, so we do appreciate you.
Thanks for watching.